Now, I have correctly predicted Argentina to win the first World Cup since 1986, a day after Argentinian Pope FRANCis' 86th birthday, but he is the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church, and him being the 266th Pope is going to be connected with the entire duration of the Argentinian Golden Generation. It is possible that he could pass before the next World Cup. We don't know about that for sure. But basically, Argentina's golden generation is going to last over 5 years in 1 month. Lionel Messi is 51. I do like him to defeat England in the final. Inglaterra is Gematria 51. Notice how Lionel Messi and Inglaterra have Gematria of 165. There are 165 days left in the year after July the 19th. Also, his victory at Qatar in Spanish, Gematria 51. To be the Michael Jordan of football, Michael Gematria 51. Now, Argentina World Cup repeat is synced up with Pope FRANCis from Argentina being the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church. The amount of time from the first match of the Golden Generation, the first match of Copa America 2021 was against Chile. The Golden Generation began in the first match of 2021 Copa America. The amount of time from that match to the day of the World Cup final would be 266 weeks, synced up with the Argentinian Pope being the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church. It was probably one of the greatest birthday presents ever, his 86th birthday, a day before Argentina's first World Cup final since the year 86. So how about that? East Rutherford, New Jersey is also Gematria, the Argentina World Cup repeat that will happen. Jorge Bergoglio is his full name. Jorge Bergoglio is Gematria of Pele's death age of 82. This World Cup final is going to be synced up with the death age of Pele. It's also Argentina that won Copa America 82 weeks to be exact after winning the World Cup. The Pope Jorge Bergoglio is also the Gematria of 82. His full name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, and Pope Jorge M. Bergoglio in Scottish Rite, is Gematria of the World Cup final at New York. Pope FRANCis in Spanish, Papa Francisco, is Gematria of Lionel Andres Messi Cucatini's full name. Messi's 34th match in the World Cup final. Pele had 34 goals at the time of his injury in 1962. He didn't play the rest of that World Cup repeat. FRANCis is Gematria of Argentina winning the Copa America final over Colombia. And Pele's last World Cup victory was in year 70. So this final at Metlife is going to be synced up with the Pope. After all, FRANCis is Gematria of Metlife Stadium. So this World Cup is not only synced up with Michael Jordan and Pele, but it's also synced up with the Argentinian Pope. And 70 is about Pele's last World Cup victory. Messi's 34th match in the World Cup. You think about the fact that, they consider the Pope the voice of God. Lionel Messi in Messiah fashion is going to finish his career invincible with Argentina. He's never ever going to lose another tournament with Argentina ever again. He may as well be Jesus resurrected, in a way, is what this symbology represents for Lionel Messi and the Pope. Papa Francisco is Gematria of the World Cup final is about to happen 5 years and 9 days after the Copa America final, July the 10th of 2021. So that's what that's about right there. Pope FRANCis is the first Jesuit Pope in the Catholic Church, the first Freemason Pope. Messi's World Cup knockout record is going to be 14-4 over at the Netherlands to complete the 4P. Jesuit orders Gematria 144, and Jesuit order in the Meadowlands, Gematria 72. The amount of time from the Pope's birthday in 2025 to the World Cup final would be 7 months and 2 days. Jorge, his real name is Gematria 28. In 26, Messi did win the World Cup in his 26th career World Cup match. Jorge is Gematria 28. Argentina won their first Copa America 28 years later. Argentina just ended a 28-match unbeaten streak for Colombia. And Argentina's golden generation, excluding the finalissimas, only including the major tournaments, is going to last for a total of 28 matches across the Copa Americas in the World Cup. Pope Bergoglio's Gematria of New Jersey. New Jersey's Gematria of his papal name in Spanish, which is Francisco. Argentina will be 4-3 in the final. La Ave Celeste 43. Argentina's 96th match in the World Cup. It is Freemason, that's Gematria 96, after all, for Argentina, Lionel Messi. Bringing things at a balance, good and evil, black and white, dark and light, all core beliefs of Masonry. There has to be balance in the universe. 151 days from the World Cup final to the Pope's birthday. 151 is Gematria Jesus Christ. Messi is Jesus Christ for Argentina. He can never ever lose again for Argentina. He might as well be 4-3 in the final at New Jersey. And Jesus is Gematria the 11th victory for CONMEBOL. Jesus is Gematria Messiah's 34th match in the World Cup. The amount of time from when the Pope became the Pope on March the 14th to the day of the final is going to be another relationship. 128 days, and they included Messi as the greatest. The greatest is 128 in Gematria. I wonder what's the amount of time from the Pope's birthday to Messi's birthday. That's got to be important too. 6 months, 7 days. Lionel is Gematria 67. Maradona 67. He was playing for Paris at the time of the World Cup. Paris is 27. I wonder how many matches Argentina would play ever since the Pope became Pope. That's something to think about. He did become Pope, and Argentina lost the final and won a final during this time as the Pope. These kind of things are not coincidence. Also, Maradona, he left the World Cup for Argentina. He was not there beyond 2010. So, if he's still living and dies after the World Cup, then basically Argentina, under his time as Pope, will play a total of 26 matches. Because there are 8 matches for the victor of the next World Cup. Total of 8. 26 is Gematria of Jorge. 26 is Gematria of the Messiah being the God. God is Gematria 26 as well. So these are the kind of things that we have to think about as far as the Pope goes. He would be 89 years of age before the next World Cup. 89, interesting, is Gematria of Argentina. City of East Rutherford. It was also Gematria under 13 that you saw at the beginning of the video. And the Pope in Gematria is Gematria the 104th and final match of the World Cup, the 23rd World Cup, for the 104th match in the 2026 World Cup. Lionel Andres Messi in reverse is Gematria of 104. Now, Lionel Andres Messi in reverse, 266. I completely forgot about this Gematria reference. Lionel Andres Messi is 266. The Argentinian Pope is the 266th Pope. He was 86. He turned 86 the day before Argentina's first World Cup victory since year 86, the ultimate victory for a football fan. And then, of course, again, 266 weeks later, the Argentina golden generation is going to come to an end in the final. The winning run for the Argentina golden generation, the run in which they've won all of their trophies. Argentina World Cup repeat, if you forgot, is synced up with the 266 Pope FRANCis, Pope Mario Francis Bergoglio. I think we should include Francis Bergoglio as well. Pope Jorge Mario Francis Bergoglio in East Rutherford, I think, is Gematria of 170. Or it's 178. Pope George. Jorge is George. England have the St. George's flag on the cross. They don't beat England around the time before Christmas for the Christ resurrection. However, the last trophy for Argentina, the last team of the golden generation, will come against England in the final at New York before Messi retires. That's what 39 is about. St. George's Cross, Argentina complete the repeat to beat England in the final. Messi 5'7". But the first World Cup was at Qatar, and the next one could happen against England when we think about interpretation of 57. And sure, they don't beat England at Qatar, but the first of two straight World Cups, with the second one occurring against England after the first one at Qatar.